Well, hello, Facebook family. Hello. How are you guys doing? I hope you guys having a good Saturday. Please don't forget to share this video by inviting people, inviting a friend, family. Please do, please do. And I apologize for coming in late. Hello. Please. Share. Invite friends, family, loved ones. Please do share. And that is what I am doing right now. I am sharing. Please, okay. I hope it's gone. I hope I've shared and people gonna come. Yeah. So this is what I'm gonna talk about. I'm gonna talk about ignorance is the cause of poverty in the world today, because a lot of people think that it's because of what they lack, because of their position, or because of the country they are in, or something like that. They think that is the reason why they're poor. But I'm here to break it to you that ignorance is the cause of poverty in the world because of our ignorance, because what we lack knowledge about. That is why Africa is dying today. That is why we're poor in Africa today because of that. So we should stop playing the blame game when it comes to the issue of poverty and lack. We should stop playing the blame game, right? Because other people are blaming, oh, it's the government, oh, it's somebody. We have several hundreds of reasons why we are poor and not rich. There are a lot of reasons why you're poor and not rich. It's not only about the government or about the economic or about whatever is going on in your country or because of the country that you're coming from. There is a lot of reason why. Every one seems to have a reason for being unsuccessful, right? Everybody have a reason. I have my own reason, you have your own reason, everybody have their reason. There is nobody who have accepted responsibility for their poverty. Nobody wants to accept it that I am poor because of my own ignorance. I am poor because I am lazy. I am poor because I don't want to do nothing. Nobody want to take the responsibility. They have to blame somebody about why they are being poor. They blame their parents because of my parents. That is why I'm poor, or because of the government. They have to blame somebody. We have to blame somebody. Somebody has to blame somebody for why they are poor or why they are living in the condition they are living. Okay? No one likes to accept the fault or take the responsibility of being poor. Nobody wants to do it. They have to blame. So, in order to be able to cause a change, you must be ready to take responsibility. If you want changes in your life, if you want changes in, you have to take responsibility. The government has to take responsibility of what they're responsible for. Individuals have to take responsibility of what they're. We always blame the government. We blame the politicians, but we never blame ourselves. We blame the economic, but we never blame ourselves. Say, hey, it's my fault why these politicians are using me. It is my fault why the government is treating us the way they are treating us. It's our fault because we are not taking responsibility. Yes, they have to do their job. Don't get me wrong, but we are letting them do whatever they feel like doing. We are the same people that elect them and put them in those positions, and they treat us anyhow. For example, my country, Sierra Leone, the president he just treats you anyhow. He feels like treating you. Politicians treat you. They think they're God because they are in the position. They forget that the same people that are treating are the same people that put them there, right? So we need to find a very difference. We find it very difficult to accept responsibility of our why we are in the situation that we are in. Nobody wants to take responsibility of it, right? Your financial situation that you're in, you have to take responsibility of it. If you're poor, you have to take responsibility of it. Say, it's my fault. It's not the government. It's not the economic or the inflation that is happening in the country, but it's your fault because the you lack you lack the knowledge. That is why or that is what's happening. You lack the knowledge. So some people even go to the extent of blaming the rich. Some people go blaming the rich because of their poor. We blame it. I've been there. We blame, "Ah, yeah," but they are doing what they are supposed to doing. We are supposed to be learning from them. What are they doing right? That is that is making them become rich. We're supposed to be learning instead of blaming them. You guys are the one that's making us poor, right? Like when a politician comes, they give more money to the poor, to the rich, and they take from the poor. It's our fault. So if you want to be among those rich people, you have to start doing things that the rich people are doing, right? So so there might be some fact to this blame game, right? As much as the government and the economic might have part of this, like what happened in the country, but it is not the whole truth because we are also responsible. Causes, the number one causes of poverty is ignorance. Get that straight ahead. The number one cause of poverty is ignorance. It's lack of knowledge because we lack the knowledge. The reason why we don't have the best healthcare in Africa is because of lack of knowledge. Even though we have people that have PhD, they have masters, but because they are not doing research, because they don't have enough knowledgeable to to change the situation around. So it's always going to be like a circle over and over again. Even though they fly overseas, they go to other countries, but they don't go there to learn so that they can come and implement it into their system. They go there luxury. They enjoy other people. So why can't you bring that info, that same thing, that luxury that you're enjoying overseas? Why can't you bring it into your government? Why can't you bring it into your society so you don't have to go? A lot of politicians today, or a lot of presidents today, they travel overseas for medical care. Okay, why don't you go there and learn how they are managing their healthcare system so you can bring it to your country so you don't have to be using the government's money to go overseas and give it to their economic, instead put it into your own. Lack of knowledge. Lack of knowledge. That is what is happening there because of lack of knowledge. Because if they have the knowledge, they will do it, right? Because they're lacking the knowledge, that is why they cannot do it. So we blame somebody. You are the one keeping yourself in poverty. You, me. I'm the one keeping myself into poverty. You are the one keeping yourself into poverty. It is your ignorance. It is your ignorance that is holding you back. Your lack of financial knowledge. That is what is holding you back. Right? Your lack of financial knowledge is like a strong chain that is binding you to the life of the poverty life that you're living in, the lack that you're, because of you don't have the financial education that you need. So a lot of people claim that the system of their country is against them. A lot of people say, why is a system? That is what, like recently, I went to my country, for example, and a lot of people are crying for poverty. Oh, we don't have money. Oh, the new government, the new direction is making it difficult for things. I'm looking like, how? Like, how is that? Like, there might be some truth into that, but you need to work against the system. No matter what there is obstacle, you need to find solutions. Say, how can I overcome these things? How can I overcome these situations? But nobody is trying to do things how to overcome those situations. Instead, they're grumbling, complaining. What is the complaining doing? Nothing. Is it solving the problem? No. But if you look for solutions, so okay, the government is making things really difficult for us. Okay, what can we do so we can survive? Not stealing from people, not doing any other thing. Do it legit. Right things, good in a good direction. Because you are used to being lazy in the first place, used to do things easily comes, easy go. So because they have made something difficult a little bit, now you're complaining because there is no more leakage, for example. So now you're complaining. So where you used to bribery, because people have used bribery. Okay, you go for something, they will charge you triple the price just because they know that you're from Canada or you're from America. They think that everything is well over here, that you don't work hard for your money at all, right? So find a solution to it. You need to find solution. Don't just sit there and complain and nag about it because it's not going to solve the problem. Okay? So I want to ask a question. My question for those people that are in the country that are making it, even though it's very difficult right now in the country of Sierra Leone. They have blocked a lot of leakages, but there are a lot of people surviving. How are they surviving? You are in the same country. How are they surviving? They're surviving somehow. So you need to find how. You need to find a solution how you can survive. You need to find solution. In that same system as you are, there are people that are being successful. So what is wrong with you that you cannot be successful in that same system? Even though the country is dry, as they said, oh, the country is really dry, but there are people surviving. There are people making money, right? So you need to find a solution. For every problem, there is a solution. Believe it or not. There is no problem in the world that cannot be solved. We have solution for every problem in the world. So you need to find the solution. You might not know the solution, but you need to go and find it. So where is the solution? How can I find the solution? Go and work hard and you find the solution. So if your answer yes, there are people surviving in this broke system, in this dry country that you call Sierra Leone, the country is dry, the ground is dry, whatever you guys name it, there are people there that are surviving. So you need to go and find how they are surviving. Find solution to your problem. Don't depend on people to solve your problem. If you're waiting for the government to do something for you, you're going to wait. You're going to rot your life waiting. Because they don't even know that you exist. But you need to make yourself know that I exist. So if one person has been able to do things, it means that it can be done and someone else can do it. All that you need is to get to know the principle by which that person have done that thing. That is the answer to your problem. Go find a solution. The person that have done whatever you want to do, go find a solution. Say, hey, how did you do it? I don't want to be doing scammy things or stealing. No. I'm sorry to bust your bubble, but riches not for everyone. Riches is for everyone. I'm here to bust your bubble. Everybody can become rich. You think that's no? Everybody can become rich. You can become rich. I can become rich. Everybody can become rich. Everybody can become rich. So don't pick the fool. Go.
Hello.
Everybody can become rich. God has made the provision for each and every one of us to become rich. And all we need to become rich is inside of us. God have packaged us and sent us here on earth. So it is your responsibility to find out what you are supposed to be doing. Because Whatever God packaged you with, that's what you are supposed to be doing. That is what is going to make you become rich. A lot of people that are rich today, you think that they were rich, they were born rich. No, they were not. They find the principle of finances. They find the principle that governs certain area of life. That is how you think that Bill Gates, he was rich. No, he was not rich, but he's a billionaire now. But he was never born rich. He worked hard for his money. He go and find problem and he solve solutions. He brings solutions. That's how he make his money. He saw that people need computer. He brought solution to it. Guess what? He's rolling on money. So if you are poor, go and find a problem in your community. Go and bring solution to it. When you bring solution to it, boom, you will be rolling in the money, because there are certain skills that God gave you for you to use it in order to benefit you. So you cannot tell me that nobody cannot become rich. It's just because you people are lazy. Nobody wants to use their brain. Everybody wants to easy way out. That is why we are poor. Simple as that. But if all of us are solving problem in the community or in the world, guess what? Bill Gates, for example, right now what he's doing, he already make money. He's living in money right now. He has $1 billion. Guess what? He's still finding his ways. Like he's trying to solve problem. Right now, what he's building toilets that can help with the sewage system in Africa. And do you think that he's going to be rolling in money pretty soon? Because when that one kick up, he's going to be $1 trillion and person. For example, late Steve Jobs, right? When he started Apple, you think that he was rolling in money? He used his skills. He used his talent. He saw a need that the world need a mobile phone. People need iPad. So he brought solutions. And guess what today? He's $1 trillion worth. Even though he's not alive, he's dead gone. But he's still making money. So ignorance is what is killing us. Ignorance is what is making us live in poverty, because we have not found the principle that governs certain areas of life. Once you find the principle that governs certain area of life, guess what? You're gonna make it. Okay? So I hope I answer your question, my dear brother. Um, so all is needed is to get to know the principle by which things are being done. Like, what are the principles those billionaires or millionaires are living in? You need to go find it. You plug in those same formula, you're gonna be rolling in the same amount of money they're rolling in. It's not magic. Some people think it's magic. It's not. They just find the principle. So whatever one man can do, another can do. We can duplicate it. So if somebody have become a millionaire, that means that you too can be. But the reason why you are not is because you have not find that principle that govern it, or you have not learned what that person know. Once you learn it, you will be the same way. So your complaint about the government or bad economic as a reason for your poverty is not justified if there is at least one person that is rich in that same economic or in that environment. It is not. So why are you among the people in the government that the government that is bad, the economic that is bad, that is inflation there are rich people there. There are rich people there. So why are you different? Because you have not learned what the other people know. If you take this advice, you plug it in, you might thank me one day later. So, wow, it's good I listened to that girl. I don't know her, but I listened to what she was saying and I plug it in. You're going to be thankful later. You're going to be thanking me later, right? So there are a lot of things in the country, right? So the simple answer for all of this happening is ignorance. Ignorance is the big key. A lot of people still blame the rich and the government, the economic, the nation, the country that they're living in for the cause of their poverty. If you must overcome poverty, you must seek knowledge. You want to overcome poverty, you must seek knowledge. Not just knowledge, but financial knowledge. You need to seek it. If you seek financial knowledge, you will thank me later. So it's not about your country because a lot of people think, well, my country is poor. I'm from Africa. I mean, Africa, it's poor. The economic is bad. The government system is corrupt. Everything they blame, find somebody to blame. You need to know that poverty or riches is never a function of your country or the origin of the factor of the country you based in. A lot of people believe this, right? It's because of the country that I'm living in. That is why I am poor. But it is a big misconception that people are living in. A lot of people want to run to America, for example, right? They want to run to America, they want to run to Canada, they want to Europe, you name it. They want to run, live in their country. A lot of people are losing their life in the sea today because they are running from poverty. They don't know that the country that they're running to, there is poverty existing in it. There's poverty in Canada. There's poverty in America. There's poverty in Europe. There's poverty everywhere. It's not only your country there is poverty because there are a lot of people that are ignorant about something they have not learned. So you're running from Africa, coming to Canada or going to America, saying that, oh, when I get there, everything's gonna be okay. Ha ha. You are fooling yourself. There is secrets here. When you come here, you find it that all you all that glitter is not gold. There are people sleeping in the street. There are homeless people, even though in America, even though in Canada, even though in Europe, there are people that sleep in England, you name them. So running from one country to another, you might find yourself in poverty in that country. You're running from away from there. That's not gonna make you a millionaire. That's not gonna make you a billionaire because you just move from one country to another. You're going to meet the same crisis because your mentality has not been changed. Because if you have that poverty mentality, no matter what country you go, no matter how much money you have in your bank account, you still going to be poor, even if you're making $1 billion a month, because your mentality is poor. So don't think moving countries gonna make you become rich. It's not. A lot of people want to come to America. They want to come. They want to escape poverty, thinking that when I leave Nigeria, when I leave Sierra Leone, when I leave Ghana, you name the country, and I go to America or Canada or Europe or whatever, poverty is going to be dead. I'm going to escape poverty. Guess what? You're going to be running into poverty because your mindset have not been changed. So people think that going to America will end their problem. Coming to America is not going to end your problem if that's what you're thinking. It's just going to give you bigger problem. Coming to Canada is not going to end your problem. It's just going to give you bigger problem because your mentality is not being changed. Because you can still be in Africa and make billions of dollars because there are people in Africa that are making millions of dollars. So changing of country and your mindset is still the same, not going to change your circumstances, not going to change you completely. It's just going to give you bigger problem. So I want to shock you people. Let me shock you. Let me shock you people. Do you know that the percentage of rich people to the poor people in America is 90, 90 and 10? Do you know that? 90%, 90% of people are poor in America. It can be in Canada too. It can be 90% people that are poor. The only 10% people that are rich. You want me to shock you again? The world today, you know how many percentage of people that are actually ruling the country? Maybe I'm just, maybe it's lower. It's less than 5% of people ruling the world. And the rest 90% people are just basically sleepwalking, dead walking, walking dead people. Only less than 5% of people. Oh, my brother is saying here, but in Africa, it's different, my sister. More people can afford in the West than in Africa. What are you saying? What are you saying? See, that is the ignorant again. I'm not trying to insult you, my brother, but that's the ignorant. Don't you think that there are poor people in America, in the Western world? There are poor people. They can afford things. There are the same percentage. There are people in Africa that are rich that can afford so many things. It's just your mindset, my dear brother. It's your mindset that needs to be changed. And you need to be working on your skills and your talent, your God given talent. Once you start working and functioning on your God given talent, you're going to see that everything is going to be. God has to be your center, first of all, not money, because a lot of people make money the center today and they leave God out of the equation. And God is your source. He created you. But if you leave God out of your equation and you're trying to function here on earth, you're going to be doing the wrong things. In Western world, in Western world, sorry guys, in Western world, somebody really, really wants to talk this morning. Sorry about that, guys. In the Western world, people work hard. People work hard for their things. People use your brain. The white people implement things, invent things. So we Africans, we can do the same thing too. We have the same brain. God created us the same way. Blood runs through our vein. The only difference, you might be white, different color than me the because of the part of the country that you're living in. So your pigmentation of your skin is different from mine. You're black, that is it. But the same thinking capacity, because we are all created in the same image and likeness of God. Whether you're black, whether you're white, whether you're pink, yellow, green, whatever color in it you are. We are all created. So if our God that created us, our source, the God, the manufacturer, that manufactures you and I, is capable to create things, to make things out of nothing. Don't you think that you have that same ability to do? You still have the same ability to make things out of nothing. So there is no excuses, there is no blame game. So if you are the person that does not know how you're supposed to function here, what is your skills, what is your talent, go to my YouTube channel, go and listen to a video. Who am I? Why am I here? That I did a whole series on that. You can discover yourself, because when you start functioning how you are supposed to function here on earth, guess what? There's gonna be no headache, because you're doing exactly what you are supposed to be doing here on earth. Okay, my brother is saying here, there are my there are my sisters. We need to address the real issues. Why do you have university in Africa where people go to learn engineering, but yet Chinese or other come to learn? Well, my brother, there we go again. Because people Exactly. You know, you get into my point, okay? Chinese are coming to do our role because of the lack of knowledge again, because of the ignorance. Because even people in Sierra Leone, for example, I'll pick on my country, people are going to university to become an engineer. To build a road, civil engineer, you mechanical engineer. You're supposed to do practical work. But a lot of people today that goes to university in Africa, they want the office job. Nobody wants to do a dirty work. So what happened? You come here in America or in Canada or wherever you go, you will see as somebody that has an engineer will be dirty in their hands. They go to university, they have masters in engineer, they have PhD in engineer, whatever it is. They go outside and do the work. But today in Africa, everybody wants air conditioner office. So that is why other people are coming because the same thing. If we have a mechanical engineer or civil engineer or whatever it is in Africa, we employ our own people. We learn, we go and learn from those people. We employ our own people. But if somebody else is coming from overseas and coming to eat our own money, it's our own foolishness. There you go to my point. It's because of ignorance. Because I won't go to school and learn engineer and I've learned it. I need to practical. You need to do the practical, not to sit in an office and be sending people to do work. That is not right, my brother. I agree with you. Chinese people can be coming and building our own roads when we have engineers there. That is a shame on us. That is a shame on the people of Sierra Leone. Because you cannot bring people from Chinese to come and build your road when you have civil engineers in your country. What is wrong with us? Now you get into my headache. That is a shame. Why are they there? Why are they creating those people? They're supposed to be bringing, that is what's going to actually help the economic to grow because everything that it will stay in the country, not go somewhere else. Get into my headache? That is my headache. That is my problem. That is what ignorance does to us because we have all the resources right there in Africa to develop it. But guess what? Other people are coming, they're taking from us. And we are complaining and we are nagging and we're just complaining and talking and doing nothing absolutely about it. That's my headache, my dear brother. But anyway, my time is up. Thank you for your contributions. I would like people like this that comes and try to like communicate with me and so they can see my frustration that hopefully every one of us will start thinking in the right direction and bringing changes in the world everywhere because everybody deserves a better. Everybody deserves better. There is no such thing. God never created let's do, there's poor and there's rich. God wants all of us to have abundance. God wants all of us to be happy. But because of the world that we're living today, you know that the devil does his own work, God does his own work. So there is a fighting battle that is going on. And guess what? The darkness is winning. And the light, we're not actually, we that are the light, we're not shining our light at all. And we're letting the darkness overshadow us. That is what's happening in the world today. The dark is winning, guys. We need to start winning. We, the light, we start shining our light so bright that the darkness will flee and will have no place to exist. So if I come here every day and talk, it's because I want that light to start shining into people, to start waking up people. Let's us all start thinking in the right direction that God wants us to think in. Not what I want to think in, but what God wants us to think in that direction. So I will just round it up here today because I only do half an hour because I don't like long videos. So I try not to make my videos too long so people can watch it. So I will have to stop here today. Please come back to my brother, and I'm gonna keep talking about this topic this this week and next week and maybe the following week, and maybe you can come and you can help me spread this message. So that's why I also encourage people to spread this Yeah, not because I want to become famous or because I'm making money out of it, but because I want people to start using their brain to think. Because I was delivered, and in my mission now is to go and deliver other people. So thank you guys again for coming, and God bless you. And I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful Saturday and Sunday. Please, when you go tomorrow to church, my advice: have a personal relationship with God, not a man, not a woman, not your pastor, but God. Communicate with God only. Thank you, and God bless. Bye. Peace for now.